NewsTribune sports writer Chris Yukis, and I'm here with NT sports editor Kevin Klum and sports writer Jared Bell. And today on NT Prep Preview, we're going to wrap up our discussion of the 2012-13 school year. Guys, in a fitting end to a strong year for area schools, both the Putnam County baseball and St. Bede's softball teams finished their seasons with their best ever showings at the state tournament. Great end of the season, guys, huh?
Yeah, Putnam County finished second in Class 1A. It's the highest in Putnam County history for baseball. They beat Salt Fork 3-1 in the semifinals at the state tournament before losing to Waterloo-Giroux in the state title game 6-2. Still, it can't really take away from the amazing run that Putnam County had. They had a bunch of seniors who really contributed. It really brought together the community, and it's somewhat expected and unexpected in some ways. And you know that Putnam County really didn't have a normal regular season for them, but they really came out strong at the end, caught fire in the postseason.
And St. Bede, they were the first girls team at the academy to ever make state. They probably didn't have the showing they exactly wanted down there or the experience. It rained the whole time. Their semifinal game was delayed for more than an hour, and they lost to Tremont. And the Saturday, they sat there all day while it rained, and then eventually their game was moved to Sunday. So they were part of history in the fact that it was the first time state softball has ever been played on a Sunday. But they ended up losing 1-0 to Nashville. It was a pretty good game for St. Bede. Nashville was the state champion last year, and they brought back a lot of the same players. So it was a pretty good battle. You know, Blaney Schweiker and the Nashville pitcher really went back and forth. 27 strikeouts between them. So it was a good end for St. Bede.
It was the right end for a year that we had too with the weather. It was absolutely miserable out there.
The question I have is, have you tried out yet, Chris? You guys stuck Friday, Saturday in the rain.
I think a couple frogs are still in my throat from all the puddles down there at the East Side Center in East Peoria. But I'll live. Don't worry about me, kids. Meanwhile, in big school action, the LP softball team bowed out in the Coal City sectional finals.
And the Lady Cavs, they upset Peatone in the semifinals. Peatone was ranked #1 in the state by the Illinois Coaches Association. They beat them 1-0 in 9 innings. Brittany Zwocki pitched the whole game, had a nice shutout for them, and they came through in the end with another senior, Brandon Zeman, with the RBI single in the 9th. And then they could not produce the same performance on Saturday. They lost to Tinley Park. LP had a rough start. We had an error in the first inning. Tinley Park scored 3 runs, and it was kind of downhill from there. Tinley Park did end up winning in the Super Sectional, and they were playing at state this weekend.
Well, now it's time for the final episode of everyone's favorite segment, a very special NT Prep Preview Powerhouse Players of the Year edition. Mr. Baker, one last time that tape, please, sir.
Powerhouse Players of the Week.
Powerhouse Players of the Week.
Powerhouse Players of the Week. How's that?
Prep Preview Powerhouse Players!
Well, guys, our first Powerhouse Player of the Year. We're going to start with some people who have had a lot and have really been mainstays on this segment. We have Ottawa senior Michael Hermosillo, who was football and baseball. We have LP senior Jen Soderholm, who had a great basketball season. We also have Hall senior Brett Fanning, who did a little bit of everything. He was football, basketball, and baseball. We have one of your favorite players, Chris Dirty Curry, who is also known as Curtis Johnson from Marquette. He was also a 3-sport star in football, basketball, and baseball. We also have Daniela Pavlovich from Putnam County. The junior was a standout basketball player. We also have Phoenix Smallwood, who was a senior from Princeton this year, who's a jumper. And like we said before, she seemed like she won every jump, whether it be long jump or triple jump at meets this season.
And now I'm going to talk about some of the people who maybe had great seasons but were not regulars on the Powerhouse Players segment. We'll start off with 2 cross-country and track athletes, Luke Hill from Marquette and Maria Baldwin from Fieldcrest. Each of them were all-state in both sports. Brittany Zwocki, we mentioned earlier, from LaSalle, Peru, wasn't on here a lot, but she played 3 sports. The only girl at LP to play 3 varsity sports this season. She was
That's
good.
amazing.
Yeah, she was
amazing.
It's shocking there's only 1, but she was good in all 3 as well. She was all-area in volleyball, all-area in basketball. She also had a strong softball season. And then last but not least, Austin Stewart from Princeton. He was a very solid defensive player in soccer. I think he was all-area on that. And then he went to state in high jump.
So he played basketball as well.
Oh yeah, he was in the basketball team. I forgot he played basketball though. He was pretty good at basketball as well.
And last but certainly not least, I'm going to take a look at some of the kids that shine not only on the field of play but also in the classroom. Some of the members of the NewsTribune all-academic team that also had some pretty good careers in sports. And leading off the list is a kid from St. Bede that I know I watched play, and he always hustled and played real hard the right way. It was Sam, the man, Lucas. He's going to Notre Dame. Also, some other kids that were great both in the classroom and on the field. Jackson Evenson from Ottawa. He was a great tennis player. Also scored, or a pretty good defender, excuse me, for the Ottawa soccer team. Michaela DeLong stood out as a tennis player and soccer player, or excuse me, softball player for Mendota. And last but not least, Katie Gilo, who is the Relo for LP. Thanks for watching NT Prep Preview Powerhouse Players, and check us out, I guess, in August?
Next season.
Good.
Next season at www.newstrib.com/sports.
Hey, you over there. You in there? If you haven't had enough of us, check us out this summer as we film commercials previewing the next season of NT Prep Preview. Be there.